cage side, Frederick Delbeck, John Lyons. So Pain.
We probably should have put out a misogynist disclaimer before John Nutt took the mic before the first female fight and only female fight of the evening. I guess with it being the only one, he had to get it out of him.
Brian Ebersol and I have no affiliation with the opinions or representation of John Nutt Enterprises. Those are his own words. However, I am quite excited about this fight. Little Frog looks like she's having the time of her life.
She was definitely into her walkout song, had a bit of a dance going on, and we'll see how she can dance here.
The Little Frog opens up with a nice low kick.
As seems to be the case with most women fights, neither are that shy at the outset.
I really am appreciating Little Frog's focus here on that low kick. It's there for the taking, and she's going for it. Nice counters right here. Very, very nice counters from Ling Ling.
Fantastic takedown, but her opponents pulled her really, really tight, and she aimed for a high guard, which is more of the submission-friendly style of guard. But she's got her posture controlled really well, and she's looking to gather that second arm.
Old school guys like you and I remember this is probably MMA guard. You
this was
close your legs and hang on. This is the definition of it right here.
This is where everything started, though.
Yeah, a little fighting off the back here, right? Amazing scramble right in front of us. Little Frog getting back on top.
Was that two sweeps, or does that just not count as any sweep but an almost and a return to normal?
I don't think that would have counted. There's no points in that for sure. It was too quick.
I mean, I'm not going BJJ scoring because
why would you?
I don't like it. But MMA scoring, like she was almost on top. Slash was for a moment.
Briefly.
Slash it didn't help because she's back on bottom. Getting past.
Frog here seems very comfortable. Is clearly looking to advance positions, softening up with some elbows and going to full mount.
We're seeing some real proficiency here on the ground out of the girls. Finally, in the evening, seeing some of that smooth jiu-jitsu that we mentioned earlier might be missing from some of the debuting and inexperienced men.
I like the wide base here that Little Frog has, going for that grapevine every time the sweep starts. So it's good stuff.
While she's not dealing out a whole bunch of damage, I think she's really draining the energy bar of her opponent by just smothering, staying tight, and really she's forcing her to hold on.
There's some shoulder strikes here from the top. I like it. That arm is trapped. You hit with what you got. Scrappy first round so far, but most of the control thus far has been from Little Frog in this top position. The Cambodian cage queen, as she was named by our host John Nutt.
She momentarily broke her grip and threw a few nice strikes. Now she's relegated to throwing those shoulders, and here we go. The grip's broken again. She sat up.
Posturing up and rain it down hell straight away. See if Ling's going to use the cage to try to get out of here, but it seems content just to hold on, hope for a stand-up. Meanwhile, Little Frog is dropping elbows.
She's really only got two choices from top mount. Either you throw girl punches or you drop elbows. And I'm going to go ahead and say that elbows are the meaner option.
Not a lot of damage happening.
There's so much stress for the young Thai being on bottom.
This little high on the wrist. Steps over. Should be safe from here unless she puts herself back in a bad position, which is the way she's headed.
And we find the Thai fighter happy and on top momentarily. And a true reversal. This one counts.
Wasting no time striking, but Little Frog pushing away. Trying to get that double again.
Short-lived, but it counted.
Fun scrap so far.
What an exciting round. 10 seconds to go.
10 seconds.
I, for one, am excited to actually have a round 2 in this fight.
Yeah, I really am as well.
This fight could have cheated us. Could have ended round 1. In all honesty, though, women fighters, hats off to them. I've seen a lot of men get hit and shy away and try to survive a fight.
Rarely see that with females.
Women fighters get hit and go like beast mode. And the fight's either gonna end or it's gonna go down to just 2 women that are so tired they can barely hit each other, but they're still trying.
I have jokes about previous relationships getting beat up.
I mean, it's loud. We're in a nightclub. You can tell me stories. No one's gonna hear you.
Oh, very, very scrappy second round here. The girls are throwing everything they've got in every strike.
Absolutely going to war.
Yeah, a little sloppier in the second frame than it was in the first one. We'll see if we can tidy it up a little bit or fatigues. Superman elbow. Superman elbow, but she is now stuck with a desperation takedown after getting some big shots against the cage.
I think she was forced into that takedown attempt. I think somewhere in her brain she said, I just got hit, I should probably grab her. Let's hope she doesn't get too over-aggressive here, the Thai on top. We call this riding high when your hips are much higher than the hips of your opponent when you're on their back. But she seems to be holding on well, and she's gained control.
She's doing a good job there. At risk now of losing it with that underhook on, but looking to get under the chin in the second round.
She's starting to stretch her out, which flattens her out, which makes her defense much harder. Are we going to see a major change in fortunes here from round 1 into round 2, where the grapple is going to be dominated by the Thai? Well, if you're not going to answer, I will. I'm going to go with maybe.
It's a possibility.
Especially now that the Thai's back on bottom.
I'm not quite sure what's going on here with these submission exchanges, but
we've got kicks to the head, finally.
A heel to the face.
Is she going to tickle her way into a heel hook attempt? Both women have expended so much energy. I've been watching the screen for a moment to get the details of the position, but now that I actually look into the cage and see their faces live, both of them are definitely resting and enjoying a foot rub at the moment.
I'm not seeing any real threat of a submission here. That's underneath there, but
there's a bit of an Estima lock situation just going on, but
does not look too bothered. Belly down will be the way to go here, but another mad scramble in our hands. Little Frog back on top in half guard.
Fortunately back on top. I think that was a bit of a gift. That was a gift.
Both fighters here, fighting for position in front of the close eye of our judges. Have not had to use their skill set at all tonight by calling any fights.
And whether this goes to round 3 or not, I'm not sure they're going to have to use their skill set the rest of the night. These two are going to be so tired, someone's going to get beat up in round 3.
Yeah, you can tell the energy has been zapped from both these fighters. Little Frog on top, but not nearly as aggressive as we saw her in the first round.
She's laying nice and heavy again. She's not set up. She's got the legs grapevine. But I really do. I think she's catching her breath and just biding her time.
She's got a good chance to posture up here. She's got that grip broken. Let's see what she does with it.
Strategically, it's a bit of a tough one. You got a great position. Do you use it to rest and catch your wind, knowing that you might have won the round? Or because you've got such a good position and you may not get it again, do you go all out and try to use it?
I mean, and these fighters have a total of 5 fights between them, and it's really, really hard to have a high fight EQ early on. It's just sheer panic for about the first 10 fights.
Well, here we go. Back to the feet, defending the mount better than the hands.
Tell you what, it's worked very well for us so far tonight.
Amazing flexibility.
10 seconds.
If she wasn't mounted, she'd look like she's in like a 10th planet rubber guard.
All right, into the second round. Little Frog again eager to come out and start this last round, but looking a bit worse for the wear than she did when the fight started off. See how these gas tanks hold up in this last round.
Looks like Little Frog's forced to smile.
Little Frog was having success early on, chopping that lead leg down. See if she goes back to it or just looks to take it down. And
Superwoman punch.
big fan. She goes back, with watching out for that overhand right as she throws that leg kick. Oh, I like the takedown feint, followed up by an overhand.
It's a great way to get a nice reaction to get those hands to drop. Her accuracy was just off.
But it shows a decent fight IQ for a young fighter. I mean, that's hard to pull off in the moment when you're new, but Ling Ling so far this round has been looking to counter more than be the aggressor. Oh, another big Superwoman punch, as you called it, Brian. Ling Ling ate a
Getting some
big right.
strong hands out of Little Frog, eliciting some head movement out of the fighter from the Cock Gym. Little Frog said, if you don't want to move your head, I'll move it for you.
I'm really, really appreciating the focus on the low kick from Little Frog. I mean, not seeing much of Ling Ling as far as offense. I think this is a good opportunity for one fighter to turn the pace up and really steal this round away, because neither look too aggressive, just kind of waiting for openings.
And if you're just tuning in on Facebook Live, you need to understand and appreciate what these two women have been through in the last 12 minutes before you complain.
Yeah.
Bet they've got a slow pace going.
Yeah, the first 2 rounds were just slobber knockers, much like what we're seeing now.
And as soon as I mention pace, what do we see? An absolute explosion and flurry of activity.
See Little Frog with the back mount here, see if she can keep it. Oh, ends up on bottom. Big shots from Ling Ling. Little Frog, no stranger to trouble. See if she can improve this position.
What an absolute testament to her gym and her trainer. Coming out of Cock Gym, really looking for the finish. She found her opportunity, had some side control, tried to finish her ground and pound, but unfortunately she's been reversed, and she finds herself in a very unfortunate position, being mounted again for the 3rd time in as many rounds. Because I was counting.
You know, this just breaking, holding the grip here and controlling the arms is actually pretty effective. I think a lot of cases you see him stood up after not too long, but it's working. She's avoiding damage, but she's not looking to get away. She's just trying to hold on as long as she can and avoid damage, but Little Frog finds a way up to posture and drops some more bombs.
We talked earlier in a fight when they were standing, one fighter had double underhooks, and I said, you know, double underhooks are a golden position. It seems the Thai fighter here with the double overhooks being mounted has found a bit of a golden position.
Yes.
She can't get hit, she can't get submitted, and she gets a small bit of a rest. But nothing lasts forever in MMA, and things change quickly. The little frog has broken that grip, starting to dig in with some ground and pound, and we'll see if she postures or chases an arm, perhaps.
Oh, giving up the bat straight away. Straight.
This might be it. That looks under the chin.
She's flat.
Well flat, and it's over. What a fight!
Hey guys, a round of applause. That was an absolute war from two of these little beasts. Mad respect. You dig it up. That was awesome. So y'all, you gotta give it a round of applause. Absolutely no losers. No losers in this dojo. But we gotta have a winner. So at 4:26 of the third round via rear naked choke, your winner fighting out of the blue corner, the little frog, Tharoth.
Fight fans and party people, if you enjoyed that, enjoy more full metal content and hit the subscribe button. Do it.